Hey babes, it's Tough the Lazy Planner Addict and welcome to my Erin Condren haul. I'm really excited to show you everything I got and let you know what I think about it. Really fast before we get started though, I just launched the Cocoa and Opal Sticker Club, which is a monthly sticker subscription. If that's something you're interested in checking out, there is a link down below. So let's go ahead and get started with the Erin Condren goodies. I'm evil and I like to start with the smallest stuff first. So we have these two lined sticky note pads. I got these as a free gift with purchase because I ordered during the pre-launch window. If you watched my shop with me, you might remember that there was also a little planner charm that was supposed to be for Erin Condren insiders in my cart that was supposed to be free with purchase, but that was only while supplies lasted and I did not make my order in time. But that is okay, I still got these. They do a version of these every year with the current theme. So we have the Kaleidoscope neutral and colorful versions, and you just pull them off and you can stick them wherever you want. It looks like the sticky goes down about that far, so a good amount of sticky on there. And you know, you can stick it on whatever you want, on your bookmark or on the inside of your planner. I often put these on the inside of my planner covers and things like that if I have a specific list that I want to keep for a while. So these are actually super handy and I'm really excited to get using them. Next we have these adorable mini bookmarks, and I love using mini bookmarks in my planner. Now the thing I noticed after I made the purchase is that it says here metallic mini snap-in bookmarks, but I actually don't see any metallic on here. So I'm excited to get these open and see if there's metallic that I'm missing, or maybe they've done metallic in the past and they used the same packaging and they didn't catch that it says metallic there. So let's go ahead and take a look here. So it looks like the backs aren't metallic, and yeah, I do not see any metallic on here. They're still really cute. As you know, I absolutely adore Kaleidoscope. I probably like these two the most. I'm not as much of a fan of these colors, though I do like the contrast of like the cool and the warm colors. So actually I take that back. I like these two the most, but they're all really cute. I'm still definitely going to use them, but let me know if there's somehow metallic on here that I am missing, because I can't find any metallic on these supposedly metallic bookmarks. If you've been around my channel for the past few weeks, you probably know what these little babies are. These are two Erin Condren gift cards, and together they total $75, and these are the prize for my giveaway. I'm giving away $75 Erin Condren gift cards, as well as some shop credit to my planner sticker shop. So these are the two gift cards. I can't show you the back because that has the actual gift card info on it and someone could just steal it. And I do want to let you know how this is going to work. The winner is not going to physically get these gift cards. The winner is going to get high resolution images of these gift cards, which will have all the information you need in order to transfer that to the Erin Condren website to get your credit and make your purchase. I had to get physical gift cards due to some back-end logistics versus an e-gift card, and I'm not sending the physical gift cards out because I really wanted to make this giveaway international, and I can't do that while I'm sending stuff around. I just don't have the funds for that right now. So I wanted to let you guys know, if you are the winner, you will be getting high resolution images of these gift cards, not the physical gift cards, but you'll still get the $75 to erincondren.com, if that makes sense. So if you have not entered that giveaway and you want to, there is a link in the description box down below and you can go ahead and check it out. Next I have these multicolored dual tip markers, which I'm really excited for. I haven't managed to find colorful markers or pens that I really love using in my Erin Condren planner, and sometimes I don't want to plan with stickers for the week, but I still want to be a little colorful, so it's nice to have this option. So the package did come with a sticker on either side of the plastic. I already took that off to make it easy, and then just like the title says, they're supposed to be dual tip markers. So we have a thicker point on this side. Here, let's grab this so I can kind of show you the difference. So there we go. My lines aren't straight, but you get the idea. And then on the other side, we have a thinner tip. Oh, I love that. I feel like it's really hard to find good fine tip felt pens, if that makes any sense. I like the feeling of the felt tip pens, but with the fine tip, I'm very picky, I guess, about it. Now I have to say, One thing that I'm really hoping is that these do not run out of ink super quickly. I know some of you guys might say, oh, the Stettler pens are great fine felt tip pens. Those run out of ink so incredibly fast, guys. They are really nice pens, but they're just not practical. So anyway, I'm really interested to see how these are going to do. I'm thinking about doing a pen test in the planners just to verify that these pens do not seep through the paper in the LifePlanners. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know about that in the comments down below. And I guess I'll just continue swatching all of these pens so you can at least see that in this video. Though that seems a little bit redundant to just kind of hang out here swatching colors forever. Other things I do like about this pen set is I do like that it comes with a hard case, and right in here, this is a plastic insert. I'm not sure if you can see that, to hold the pens in place. So you can keep that there, or you can take it out, whichever you prefer. I am probably going to end up keeping mine in, at least for a little while. And I have to say, I just realized now that I'm like taking them out and not putting them back in the correct places, this is gonna bother me so much. I'm gonna have to like go back on the website and check to see which pens go in which place. It's not too much of an issue for me once I've had whatever pen it is for a little while, but when they're new, I have to have them in the right spot. It's just like how they stay new in my eyes. So anyway, that's an idea of how they all look. So far, they draw really beautifully, and I'm really excited to use them in my planner, and I'm really hoping that these perform as well as I'm hoping they will. I think they were a little over or around $20, so for that amount of money, I think these are probably pretty good pens. So we'll see. Next up on the docket is the Kaleidoscope Planny pack. These have been out for a few years, but this is actually the first time I've gotten any of the Planny packs. So I'm excited to give it a try. The front and back are made of what I'm assuming is pleather, because it feels like leather, but I'm pretty sure it's not real leather. And it zips at the top just like a pencil pouch would, has a really cute Erin Condren pull, opens, and the inside is lined. It's kind of the same color as the zipper, but yeah, lined. And you just have a pouch. So kind of a normal pencil pouch from the front, but on the back, you have a little strap, which you can put around your planner, as well as a little pocket here, which I think is really cute because you could put flat things in that pocket, maybe stickers, maybe sticky notes or something like that. And then you could put pens, I wish I hadn't put these back away, in here and really easily carry them around. And I am going to be doing a little bit of traveling coming up where I'm going to want to bring my planner stuff. So I'm really excited to see how functional this little Planny pack ends up being. Plus it's adorable because it's Kaleidoscope. We're getting close to the LifePlanners, which is the big finale, but first off we have the Petite system. And I say system because this isn't technically a Petite planner. This is a dot grid Petite notebook. And of course you have the neutral kaleidoscope with silver foil on the front. I wish I could have gotten the colorful kaleidoscope, but they only had the dot grid available in neutral, and I think it was the line that was available in colorful, so what can you do? And then I got one of these planner folios to go with it. And so it's kind of like a traveler's notebook style setup where you can put different little petite planners or whatever in these little elastics. Here, let me actually show you what it looks like. So I played around with this a little bit prior to doing this video, and I actually had 4 different little petite planner slash notebooks in here. And they do fit very nicely. A couple things I've noticed right off the bat that I'm not sure if they're gonna turn into issues or if they're just like slightly maybe not ideal. So first off, this is probably just a me being weird thing. I don't like how the knot in the elastic is towards the front. I guess I could flip it over, but then that's kind of obviously the back because it has the Erin Condren stamp. So I don't know if that's standard or if I just happened to get one with a knot at the front. I feel like the knot should either be at the back or the middle. So what I'm thinking I might end up doing is seeing if I can kind of switch these around so at least the first one doesn't have the knot. It doesn't really change the functionality. Again, it's just kind of my personal preference. The other thing is that these elastic loops, you can kind of pull on them to adjust them, which is cool because then you can make sure everything has the right tension. However, you have to pull on them sometimes a little bit to actually get a notebook in. And once you have 4 notebooks in, it can be kind of hard to adjust everything. So I had a little bit of a hard time getting all of the elastics even and situated. Once I managed it, it was perfectly fine. And they're really easy to move when you don't have any notebooks in there. But once you have the notebooks in there, it is a little bit challenging. So what I would recommend if you do decide to go with this system is to pull and even out all of these elastics ahead of time, and then do your best not to pull the elastics too much when you're putting your Petite planners in or your Petite notebooks. That way you can keep all of the tension even. And then you can, you know, take all your Petite notebooks or planners or whatever and take them on the go with you. And if you have like a medium size to a large size purse, this is a great size to put in it. If you carry a small purse like I sometimes do, not so much, but this is still a really great option. Now I think about it, I think students also might find this really useful because you could use one of the Petite planners for like your notes, you know, something like this. Maybe not all of your class notes, but just like some notes or general notes. And then you could use one for keeping track of your homework and your tests and things like that. They have a bunch of these different little Petite planners that you can get. So I like that this system is pretty personalizable because, or customizable, I should say, not personalizable, but it's customizable because you can choose what you put in here and exactly what you want these little Petite planners or notebooks to do, which is really awesome. Finally, it is time for the main event with the Life Planner. I'm gonna go through my actual coiled Life Planner and my Life Planner binder separately. So first off, we have the box that the Life Planners now come in. Now I know that when I was analyzing the pictures and video that Pretty Neat Living put out, she mentioned that the box was kind of flimsy, and I was thinking, oh, I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. I completely see what she's talking about. If you want a box to put a planner on a shelf, this is perfect, but if you want to stack anything on it, as you can see, mine is already bowing on these sides. So if I want to stack anything, I have to turn my box upside down to actually give it structure. Not a huge deal, but if you're buying a box like this separately, I just don't necessarily think it's the best buy unless you want, again, want matching boxes to put all your old planners on a shelf. In which case, if you have the money, I could see wanting to do that. As far as getting it with the planner, yeah, sure, why not? And I'll actually tell you later what I'm planning on doing with mine. Oh, in here we have the actual planner, and I do really like this presentation. It makes it look really cute. I just open, and we have the planner, which I had out of the box for the intro anyway, so you kind of got a glimpse of it. So here we have the coiled planner. I got the rose gold coil, and last year, or maybe it was the year before, I had people talking about tarnishing of the rose gold coil, and I've had some really great rose gold coils, and I've had some rose gold coils that have tarnished. So I completely see both sides of it. I personally love the rose gold coil, and it just makes me happy, even if it tarnishes a bit, so I don't care so much. Of course, I'd love it if it didn't tarnish, but I just want to point that out. So other things that we can see right off the bat, the bookmark. These are, whoops, cat hair, sorry about that, more flexible than last year. By the way, you're not gonna see any cat cameos because they are in my bedroom looking out the window because they were being annoying. But I just brought out last year's bookmark, by the way, with the Woven Wonder to compare. So it is still a little flexible, but this one's definitely more flexible. And then this one, as you can see, is more kind of a frosted look versus this one is pretty see-through. And I mean, it comes off. I've still almost managed to break off the little coil clips built into it, but because it's a little bit more flexible, I haven't quite broken them as fast. I know that this one doesn't have any ones broken off, but pretty much all of my other Erin Condren bookmarks have at least one of these little spikes off because I'm apparently incapable of using them without breaking them. So I'm hoping this one lasts longer. This one's just been in my drawer for a year, which is why it looks good. And you can clip this in wherever you want. Here, let me just take it off for ease of showing it to you. And then looking here at the cover, this is the cover that I showed you in my Shop With Me video. Oh, I just realized there's a little plastic on here. So I'm not sure if you've ever gotten these specific interchangeable covers separately, but sometimes they will come with the little plastic punches for the holes still there and you have to pop them out. So it looks like in this case, one of them just hadn't been popped out completely before it was put on the planner. So I forget what the name of this design was, but I really like the flower photos that they did this year, the Life Planner covers, so beautiful. And then this I think was supposed to be like a wedding collaboration with some other brand, I forget what it is, but I'm linking everything down there, by the way, in the description box. So if you want to check out anything that I'm talking about, it's all down there. And then this is the back, which again is beautiful. I like the cover more. Oh, here's another little plastic thing. By the way, I'm not saying this as a bad thing. I'm saying this as a, oh, this thing happened sort of deal. So anyway, there's another one. Just have to make sure that gets thrown away before one of my cats eats it. Okay, and this is a colorful planner, as we can see right as we get in. One thing that I mentioned previously in my videos is that they have done away with the little vinyl pouch that was coming in the planners. You can still buy them individually on the website. Actually, I think I checked last week that you still could. So I don't know as of today, but last I checked, you still could. I never really used them all that much. I loved them the first couple years, and then I realized it was making my planner lumpy when I was trying to plan and write. I stopped using it and I never really missed it. So this year it's just in a little cellophane right here, and they always come with a few little goodies. So I think it's pretty much the same stuff as we've gotten in the past. Right on the top, we can see some compliment cards, if I can ever get them out of the cellophane. There we go, pretty much. So here are the compliment cards, and you can also buy these individually. And they have a little, what is this, a hexagon sticker? I don't know what that's about, but sure, I'll take it. Have a couple of Kaleidoscope gift tags, a couple of couples of Kaleidoscope gift tags. And then I think, this is the 20% off your next purchase. I'm pretty sure these come with all of the Life Planners. I'm not gonna turn it over because the code's on the other side. And then here is a little card talking about the Life Planner. Oh, hexagon box label, that's what it is. So you can use that to label what is in the box while it is on your shelf. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. And then let's go ahead and take a quick look at the Life Planner itself. I'm going to do another video where I go through really detailed page by page pretty much and talk in depth about what I think of the Life Planner this year, but this video is already really long, so I decided to break it up and make that another video. Oh, but really fast, we have the vellum at the front. This is pretty standard. On the go. This is not an on-the-go planner. I have to point that out pretty much every single time. And by the way, both of the ones that I got are the vertical layout. Eventually I'd like to try the horizontal and hourly, but I just have not gotten around to it. And I designed my stickers in my sticker shop for the vertical layout. So for practicality purposes, I do have to make sure that I have both the colorful and neutral of the vertical layout. So that's why I haven't gotten around to trying the other ones. So most of these pages are pretty much what we've seen so far. The paper is still that paper that we've had the past couple of years. The actual tap pages are a little bit thicker, and then the normal pages are a little bit thinner. Now, I've been learning calligraphy. I'm like really terrible at it. But one thing I did learn about that is that you want to use really thin, not thin, smooth paper to make sure that you don't destroy your calligraphy brush or your pen brush pen, whatever it's called. And this paper is actually not that super smooth paper. So at first I was really excited once I actually got good to be able to do it in here. And now I'm a little afraid because I don't want to destroy my pen. So side note. And a lot of these pages, again, are pretty standard and we've already gone through them. So we have the year at a glance. We have this kind of like, you know, mind map year at a glance thing. I think what I'm going to end up doing with these is I'm going to kind of do different goals for each month, or maybe keep track of my different like shop stats or something. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do there. Here we have the pre-month spread, we have a notes page, we have the quote, and then I'm pretty sure putting the month is new this year. And then we also have a new spread here. And so we have this page here in the colorful, it is blank, and then in the neutral, it is a dot grid. So I wish I could have that neutral dot grid here. I mean, it can be colorful, it can have a colorful border, but I wish I had like the more space in the dot grid. You'll see what I'm talking about later. And then on this side, we do have a place with dot grid, as well as monthly goals, birthdays, which I'm probably gonna cover up because I don't have that many birthdays in a month, and another little spot where you can write. And then we go into the monthly layout. Again, I really like all the rounded corners. And then of course we go into the weekly layout, which we've already spent a lot of time looking at. And again, I know this video is already super long, so I don't want to get too long. So we kind of do that throughout the whole book. And then when you get to the back, not that far in the back, we have a few notes pages. So we have a couple of lined pages, a couple of dot grid pages. I wish you could put more note pages in these planners. And then some coloring pages, a contacts page. One person said that they keep coupons codes on this contacts page, which I think is brilliant because I always lose track of what coupon codes I have for different things. It'd be super nice to just have them all in one place. And we have 2021 at a glance. And then our stickers, which I usually end up just taking out of the planner to relieve some bulk, because I don't use these much, if ever, like on a daily basis. And we have our pocket at the back, perpetual planner, and back cover. Again, I'm going to do a separate video going over this in a little bit more detail. Woo, another plastic piece, but that is the overview of the Life Planner. Last but certainly not least, we have the Erin Condren LifePlanner binder. Now I got the colorful binder itself, but I got neutral insides. So that's what we're gonna see here. A couple things I wanna note about the binder itself. This like cover, it's one of those like either like kind of waxed papers or maybe it's a kind of plastic cover. It feels nice. I heard someone else saying it felt like kind of fabric. To me, it doesn't feel like fabric. It's still nice. It's just not, you know, exactly that. You can also get the binder personalized with your initials here. I chose not to, but you can. And I also want to show here. So this is an 18-month. The binders currently only come in 18-month, and as you can see, it fills this up so much. So what I told you earlier is I was going to tell you what I was going to do with my box. My plan is actually to remove a lot of the pages in the Life Planner binder and keep them in the box so that I have a lot more room to work with when I'm actually using this day by day. So that's what I'm going to do with this box, and then I'll just like keep it on a shelf or something. So again, I'm gonna kind of flip through this relatively quickly because I'm gonna do another video where I go over it in more depth, especially because we've already kind of gone over these pages in other like preview videos and, you know, stills and whatnot. So we have the same paper. Here's that dot grid page I told you about, and pretty much all the spreads except for little differences in colors, small layout changes are pretty much the same. The biggest change in my eyes is the actual monthly layout. And I don't think I've looked at these side by side yet, so this is a good opportunity to do that. Okay, well, let's get a week that isn't split. There we go. Okay, so let's just do this. So we have the second half of the week in both the colorful and the neutral. For this particular comparison, it doesn't matter that this one's coiled and this one's the binder because it's the same pages, just punched differently. So you'll see that the neutral doesn't have these two headers. They just have the dotted lines. I really like that the outline border of the columns is solid. Drove me nuts last year that it wasn't solid. And We still have these curved bottom boxes. In these, they are shaded. In the neutral, it is not. So I really do like that. I kind of wish they weren't shaded here, because weeks that I'm not going to cover everything up with stickers, I could see that being a little annoying. Speaking of the bottom boxes, so I know people are worried about stickers, not so much with the vertical because a lot of this has been worked out, but in case you don't know, the bottom thick washi that we've been using in a lot of sticker kits for years now will fit over these bottom boxes if you just want to cover them up. You can also cover it up with other stickers. I know some like half box stickers fit over these pretty well. And then I also have bottom box stickers for sale in my Etsy sticker shop. I have a few different designs and they are formatted to fit perfectly. Right now, the ones that I have fit from here down to here, but they do not cover this little header part, if you know what I'm talking about. And then I'm going to release another version that covers the whole thing. And those are probably gonna go up in the next few days to a week. So anyway, I do wanna let you know I have that custom option if that's something you're interested in, but it's not something you have to buy. You can definitely use the stickers that you already have. Other than those changes that we've talked about, everything's pretty minimal. So again, these headers up here are filled in versus these not. And then this is using a sans serif font and this is using a serif font. And if you're not aware of the difference between sans serif and serif, you'll see here how like the T has the little lines that kind of come down from the top, and you'll see it a little bit on the A too, like at the bottom of the A, you have like the little line there. I know I'm not explaining it very well. Anything that has that is called a serif font, and anything that doesn't, like this one, is called a sans serif font. So it's interesting that they also changed the font to kind of match the theme of the planners itself. So, and then the other side, we have different little badges at the upper corner, but we do still have the same lines, even though the neutral has more of them. And we also have the little next month at a glance, or current month at a glance down here. Again, the fonts are a little bit different. So interesting to note all of those differences. In addition to doing an in-depth flip through of each of these, would you be interested in an in-depth comparison video? Let me know down below. I hadn't thought about doing that, but now I'm thinking that would be a lot of fun. So anyway, because most of the months are pretty much the same, I'm gonna kind of flip to the back. Notice that the tabs are gray this year. Previously, I don't know where my current neutral planner is because my desk's a mess, but last year and the past couple years, they've been black and now they're gray. I do actually really like the change. I felt like the black was really harsh and the gray is a little bit less harsh. And you'll see like, oh, this is so full. I'm not complaining that we have so many sheets, but I wish they'd set up the binder just a little bit differently, kind of personal preference sort of thing. And then again, in the back, we kind of have the same sheets. We have the note pages, we have the dot grid, same coloring pages. We have this little mind map page, again, like the last one, but neutral colors, same with the Let's Keep in Touch page. Next year at a glance, or 2021 at a glance, because it's 2019 when I'm filming this. And then we have these little pages at the back. Now you'll notice that my sticker page was not quite punched correctly, and you'll notice that these are also punched for the coil LifePlanner versus the binder. So apparently putting the sticker pages and the folder were a relatively last minute decision with the binder, so they weren't able to get the binder punches for all of these in, and then this one was just like not quite punched correctly. I'm probably not going to keep mine in my binder anyway, so I don't especially care. The other ones are punched okay, but the punches, these don't always go over, you know, through the rings quite as smoothly as the ones that are specifically punched for the rings do, just because the holes are a little smaller. But it still works perfectly fine, and I think it's gonna work a lot better once I get a lot of this bulk out of the planner. And I'm interested to see if they're gonna start doing, you know, making a change, or if they're just gonna keep them, you know, bound for the spiral, or punch for the spiral bound. I'm sorry guys, I'm getting tired and apparently I can't articulate very well. Same perpetual planner or calendar. These usually just go in a drawer for me. I should probably start recycling them because I have like 4 years of them sitting around somewhere, but I haven't yet. Pretty much the same pocket, except that the pocket is neutral in the neutral planner, whether it's coiled or binder. And if you were gonna get the colorful binder, of course, it would be colorful as well. And then that is the end of the binder. So here you'll see what I'm talking about with there being too many pages. See, when I try to close it, these pages kind of curve. So you have to, usually what I do is I just turn it like this and I shake it a couple times to get the pages towards the bottom, and then I can close it. So as I said, 2 ways that you can really solve that. First is take a lot of the bulk out. The other thing that I kind of wish they'd done, and maybe this is just a personal preference thing, but you'll see some binders where instead of the coil or the rings being here, they'll actually be placed in the back cover right here. And I really like that setup a lot better because I feel like it makes large amount of pages fall better and close better. Because right now I can't close it. So anyway, those are my thoughts about the binder and the Life Planner so far. I'm definitely going to be doing in-depth videos about the planners themselves, as well as a comparison if that's something that you guys want to see. And if you want an in-depth review on anything else that I talked about today, please let me know in the comments down below. Speaking of the comments, if you stay till the end of the video, you get to know the secret word to put in the comments, and then you get to be part of the secret word club, and I stayed till the end of the video club. And I'm always terrible about this, and I never come up with the word ahead of time. So let's just make the phrase, I don't know, Erin Condren haul. And if you're using it in a sentence, just put it in quotes so I know that you're intentionally using it versus just, you know, using it as part of your comment and you didn't stay to the end. Also, make sure you ask any questions in the comments. I will answer to the best of my ability. And as a reminder, if you want to enter the giveaway or sign up for the Cocoa and Opal Sticker Club, those links, as well as links to everything I've talked about, are in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching, babes, and have a great day. Bye.